Hey, I'm back again for vlog 51 where I'm going to start doing up some presents, so hopefully I can get some good angles while doing this. I don't actually have a desk to set up. I mean, I could technically clean that up. Let's have a quick look. So I have this all on my desk that I wanted to do for products and stuff. So it's a bunch of stuff that I feel like I just need to clean up because I could use this desk to do crafts and stuff, which I feel like I might just do because it seems like an excellent idea, huh? Let's see what I can do here. Time to do some storage. This is why I love my little bed. So in here I've got a bunch of stuff that I use for certain events, and I'm also just store some of the stuff in here because, well, why not? So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put some stuff in there and help clean it up. I've got to move this camera off this tripod, and then there's a risk to go with any recording. There's a risk of having to lose my camera or making a silly mistake, and I've made a lot of silly mistakes in my life, but I'm just not sure if it's worth it because I'm already using this camera, which is the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. That's what I'm recording on. I'm trying to keep it good. I also have like a little, this is my old phone that I used to use. And here it is down here. I'll show you. Like, I'm not sure how I'm going to fix this problem with the phone, but I'll show you really quick. So I'll turn it on. You see what I'm talking about? Like, this problem with the phone, I don't know how to fix. Then, the only part of this thing that works is this part of my phone. And then at the front here, we've got, you see how we've got this plastic? It looks like the internal screen's got to be replaced as well. This is what I was worried about when I got this phone originally, and it managed to happen to my phone. It just over time, it started from the very tip top, and then later on down the track, it just started to constantly expand till eventually the entire center was completely opened up. And yeah. A lot of this is just rubbish, and I don't think I'm ever going to be returning it. I mean, I have all this. In here. Like, this is all new, never been touched. And basically, it's a blogging set. So you put your phone in the center of it. This is something cheap from Kmart. But you put your phone in the center of it. It's got the stand, but I bought it only for the stand, nothing else. And they discounted it for me. But yeah, so you put your phone there, you got your lights, and you got your pre-built microphone and stuff. Like, I've not even tested these things. I think you can adjust the brightness and lower the brightness. I think it's got like battery slots. Yeah, you gotta put batteries in it. But this, I guess, could improve lighting in some of my videos and stuff that I'm recording. But, and I could like set the camera up like this, and you can see how the camera could potentially like the camera will face this way. It'll be on a stand. Sorry, on a stand like this. We slot in the lights, and I'll say I'll slot it in this way instead. I think it'll work. There it is. And then we just tighten it on. It could potentially be better than the Anko thing that I'm using right now, which I can't, not Anko thing, little handheld device that I'm using. But what it does is it stabilizes all the footage. So with the handheld device, it's going to destabilize it all. Or this, it's very flimsy, and I have to do it up. There we go. Tie it in. That's the mic. Literally never been used, but I know what to expect for cheap companies, and the mics will definitely be terrible. It always is. Looks flash, doesn't it? But the quality will not be any good at all. And my phone does not even support this plugin, so I'd have to use an ancient phone to get it to work. And here's the little adjustable gimbal thing to allow you to adjust its angle. I think that goes into here. Plug it in here, and then you adjust it. And at the bottom, you can see how it takes in that stand part. But a lot of this is just rubbish. So I could just take all this out, reduce space consumption, use it for later, if I ever use it at all. And just throw all this out, because at the moment it's just taking up space. And I really don't need a guide on how to use this. So we'll throw it all out as rubbish. Just keep the bare necessities. And look, I've already bought one of these off the net, and it's pretty tight. It's already comes with a pre-built one, which you can push that in and then release, and it's pretty stable. I mean, like you have to force it, but you put that down, you push that down, and it's much easier to move around. You try and do the same thing, barely moves, so it stays very secure. So that's something I ordered off the net, off eBay. It's a stand made in Italy, so very nice. So I'm gonna toss this out. I think I'm throwing the rest of the rubbish. Try to make it a way where I force myself into a habit of decluttering. I'm not just going to move it from one section to another section and then call that decluttering. That's called storing my rubbish. I just want to toss this actually in the bin. Get rid of it. I'm never going to use that. There's my 4K 60 Pro. I'm never going to return it. Why am I holding on to the box, you know? Time to just clean up the rubbish. This is something I don't want to be wearing right now. This is way too hot of weather. Something for winter. And even in winter, I barely wear this, but this is some of the stuff that I have worn. We've cleaned up some space for some actual stuff to do stuff with. You know, that'll do for my cleaning segment of this part of the video. go. One section at a time, we're getting it done. That was probably the hardest spot to clean, honestly. Just putting it away for later. Just gonna finish this last little bit now. Camera equipment. Do I need this right now? No. Do I need these peg things? Probably a little bit later. Not right now. I'm gonna store it away. Extra battery for the camera. Should be good in the camera box. So you can have a look, nice and cleaned off now. I can start using this for doing arts and crafts. Now over here I have my microphone, sound card device, the device that I use to monitor my output of microphone for the stream. This is a surge protector board. It's also a grounded board, so that we don't sit there and deal with problems like buzzing noise on the mic. I had to actually physically move my microphone that far away. Now as soon as this cord here from the microphone touches this computer case, the buzzing noise starts. And that's, I just cleaned up, so it did fall down. So I gotta make sure that it's hovering over. Yes, I know it's a little bit of a mess around there, but that's fine. I'll get to it when I get to it. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. But it's just this cord is way too long, and I feel like maybe if I can get a shorter cord, it's just got to connect from here and right about here. So I'm just trying to weave it in a way that it's staying up nice and tall. Now we've got this thing slotted in and it's buzzing out power. And I don't want anything to kind of interfere, so I want to do stuff that's not plugged in. We'll pull it out and restore it. Going to be using this product here called Expo White Board Care. So hopefully this will help out and we can get some cleaning done. You can see how it's a lot cleaner now, guys. I've still got a little bit of purple marks here, but the area that we're going to be working in is pretty much here anyway. But me and my OCD, I've got to clean the entire desk, so I've got to make sure that all gets done together. I can't just do one side. I just simply am not built that way. See, that's the before, and then we're going to spray a little bit more of this stuff on it again. I'm very happy with this. Very nice. And I could probably take both of these things now that I've got the downstairs section cleaned out. I could actually probably just put these down a level. Actually, I might just do that now, right now. I don't think it's going to cause much issue. Let's do it. Plenty of space down here, and it's kind of decluttering. Like a lot of dust on these things too. But it's problem with me, once I get started, I can't stop. Starts to bother me after a while. I feel like these cables lie about shielding because the information being digitally transmitted still goes through my mic, so I've opted to go around the behind part of this, and I'll put the mic cord in the front. Just going to try and optimize the positioning. Alright, mic all the way down there. The problem is it's kind of close to the PC and we don't want that. So I was thinking about maybe I can use some sticky tape and put that right there, just to hold that cord away from any kind of power. Which I might just do that right now. as you can see. Cheap and nasty, but does the trick. So that should force the cable away as much as I can. And if I pull through maybe just a little bit more. So I just don't want anything being very close to that at all. I always find myself shifting stuff. There we go. So it goes up. It's nice and tight here and here. Not very good here though. Got a little bit of a knot. And I'll just fix that up. I managed to solve a problem with the stream. We cleaned up that corner a little bit. Just needs a little bit of vacuuming, which we'll get to. Just not right now. Got a loose cord around there and get that all fixed. This is still kind of not plugged in yet, but I'm going to get the power to come in from the other side. And I want this, which is the USB power to the machine, to be away from the cord as well. Honestly, don't know why it's so close, but there's that. I don't want this kind of hanging down. Anything that kind of pulls at this tape is going to be annoying. Alright, it looks like I've only got I've got a really small amount of time to edit, so I'll have to do the presents tomorrow. I just keep delaying it. I do apologize. I know you guys are looking forward to those episodes where I actually do the presents, but for the most part, I had to clean up the desk space. Otherwise, I would have been doing it on my bed, and I just don't feel comfortable doing it on my bed. It would look much better and more presentable on this table, I feel. But hey, I do appreciate you guys joining me for vlog 51. And you know, I hope you like this episode. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and you know, hopefully you guys can leave a comment below. Do you guys struggle with clutter, and how do you deal with clutter yourselves? I know probably a couple of you will come up with a suggestion, you know, bring in a wheelie bin from Bunnings, or maybe one of those little wheelie bins, and every time you get some rubbish, just toss it straight in the bin next to you. And honestly, I have thought of that, but you know, having this nice clean table to work with is something that I'm really happy about. We'll do a bit of a different intro here. I'm going to do like a fast forward outro type deal where I'm just going to fill this table with presents, and that'll really will be the next episode where I will be doing up the presents. I'm not going to be doing like the wrapping side of things, but we're doing up little cards and putting some glitter on the cards and writing down things and sorting out ideas and going through the process. You know, maybe encourage some other people to get it done. But it's a lot of work right now, and I just don't have enough time in the day. This video is already going to be long enough to edit, especially doing subtitles and stuff. So without further ado, I've got to get on with my stream, get onto that, because you know, I stream every day, and pretty much when this video is released, I will be live on Twitch. So if you want to join in. I appreciate you very much if you do. Anyway, thank you guys, and bye for now. Different outro.